is the head coach of the New York Jets on the phone line.
Looks like it, Rich.
Long-time listener, first-time caller, Robert Saleh. Rich Eisen here. How are you, Coach?
How you guys doing?
Well, I'm better for talking to you. How are you doing? More importantly, how are you doing, Robert?
Blessed every day.
Blessed every day. When did you first get a call from the Jets? How quickly did they call you up, Robert Saleh? How did that happen?
I believe the call came in that they wanted to interview on Wednesday after the season, somewhere around there.
Okay.
And we had our Zoom call on a Friday. I was in the building, I believe, Monday. I mean, all the days are getting caught up.
Sure, right.
but it went pretty quick. So.
Is it the first time you'd ever communicated with Joe Douglas, or do you have any history where you go back or you've met or anything like that? Or is this completely fresh for you with the Johnson family and Joe Douglas?
No, it was the first time that I've ever had any communication with Joe. And as soon as people found out that I was interviewing, and I'm talking about that Zoom call,
yes,
the amount of calls and texts and excitement about Joe was effusive, and so it was going into it. I was like, man, this guy must be unbelievable,
right?
So, and he's lived up to the billing.
Okay, well, I'll be honest with you, Coach. You know, I'm from. Full disclosure here. I'm born in Brooklyn, raised in Staten Island, New York. You and I have never met. I don't believe, right? Coach, I don't think.
I don't believe so, no.
I don't think so. We haven't even run into each other at a combine, which is kind of crazy. But at any rate.
I watch you a lot, though.
I appreciate that. I watch you, too. Coach. I see you all fired up. And you know, I'm just going to unburden myself here. And this usually doesn't happen in interviews, and I hope it doesn't get too sideways. But I'm born in Brooklyn, raised in Staten Island. If we were here, I would show you the figurative scars of being a lifelong Jet fan. Diehard. Dyed in the wool. Okay? I go way, way back. And when I'm hearing how great everyone loves Joe Douglas, and everyone loves you too, I've heard nothing but effusive praise for you. Gets me nervous. I'm not going to lie. Gets me a little nervous. Can you help with that, Coach? Can you help with that?
You know, I don't know. It's I guess it's one of those deals you just have to just observe and trust the process and see how this thing goes.
Okay. So what is your process? Lay it out for me. What do you got for me?
You know, it's obviously, I mean, all the coaches speak about evaluating the players and all that. I can bore you, but the reality is no matter what, everything we do from this day forward is designed to win championships. And everything that we're going to do is going to be be mindful of putting the players first, because they're the ones who strap up and they're the ones who walk between the white lines and they're the ones who go to battle every day. And so that's the intent, and we're going to do it in a collaborative way. Joe has been phenomenal through this whole process. So him and his staff working with us in terms of finding and putting our players in the best positions possible to be successful. And I just believe in my heart that when you have people who collaborate and communicate to the level of what Joe wants and what I would want, it's hard to fail. There's the old saying of where there's a lack of communication, negativity fills the void. And so you can't communicate enough to get what you need to get done to make things work. And so I'm excited about it. It's gonna be a cool process.
So, are you a CEO, head coach, to use the phrase? Or you're delegating, correct, to play callers? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's however anybody wants to label it. But you know, I've been very fortunate. You know, I've been blessed to be with the Kyle Shanahan system, if you will, for about 10 years of my coaching career. And then obviously we have the system that we were able to evolve to when we were at San Francisco. And so, you know, there's a visual that from a vision standpoint, we know what both sides of the ball, including special teams, are supposed to look like. We know what the techniques are. We know what the players look like. We know how they operate within the scheme. We know the process at which they install systems and the way they teach the drill work. We know all of it on both in all three phases. And so, if you want to call it CEO type, that's for other people. It's a matter of coaching. It's a matter of just making sure that the vision of the organization is being moved in the direction that we want, in collaboration with Joe and his staff, and then obviously the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and special teams. And so it's going to be a cool process and one that I feel like everyone's on the same page with.
Robert Saleh here on the Rich Eisen Show, the new head coach of the New York Jets, here on this busy Friday before Championship Sunday, which Coach Saleh coached on last year for the San Francisco 49ers. And you mentioned that you've been in the Shanahan system. Does that mean the offense with Mike LaFleur, that the offense that we saw with Shanahan running it in San Francisco and wherever he's run it, that this is the type of offense that you are, in fact, bringing to New York City and New Jersey? That is it.
For sure. Yeah, no question. It's just speaking from a defensive standpoint, it's a son on the go against on a day-to-day basis. All the movement, the personnel groupings, the formations, they make it very difficult from a communication standpoint, and then on top of it, they strain you both schematically and they attack you from a player standpoint. And so there's just so many different things that they do with regards to marrying run and pass, creating big pockets for the quarterback and wide open receivers. And they just at the end of the day, they make it, while straining you so much on defense, they make the game so simple for the quarterback. And to be able to get Mikey LaFleur, forgive me, I call him Mikey. He wants to be called Mike.
Okay, no problem.
but to get Mikey, he's been with Kyle since he got in the league. So he was there with him in Cleveland when they built that one up. I know it only lasted a year or so, but he was there. He went to Atlanta. They rebuilt that one, had Matt Ryan as league MVP, go to San Francisco, rebuild that one. And so now he's ready to do it himself. And so there's no doubt in my mind that he'll be able to do the same things that his brother has done over at Green Bay with regards to getting that offense back up and running, and the people who have been attached to Kyle and it branched off away from him.
So part of your conversations with Joe Douglas and Christopher Johnson, and you have still yet to chat with Woody, right? The returning owner of the Jets. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Yep. Are you on? Do we have an appointment, or where are you on that process?
I'm supposed to meet with him soon.
Okay.
Obviously, he's been traveling.
Yes.
Really excited for that opportunity to sit down and talk with him and build a relationship with him.
Okay. And then the quarterback and Sam Darnold, was that part of your process, talking to Joe Douglas and Christopher Johnson? Did they ask you your opinion of him? How much of Sam Darnold was discussed in your interview process that led to your hiring, Coach?
Yeah, of course there was discussion. The quarterback is the most important position on the football team by far. He's most important player in every organization, and so he was discussed, and I think we have equal belief in Sam in terms of his arm talent, his mobility, his fearlessness in the pocket, his ability to process information and make great decisions. There's a reason why he was the number 3 pick, and he's only 23 years old. So there's no question that Sam is capable of being a starter in this league and has the ability to play at a very high level. So, we're excited to get with Sam and talk with him more and continue to develop our relationship with him.
Have you connected with him yourself so far?
Yeah, I've had a chance to reach out to everybody via text, and then a couple of guys I've been able to get a hold of on the phone. I'm still trying to catch up, and then a couple of guys have been able to walk into the office. So I would love to have FaceTime with every single man that's on this roster before we see him for OTAs.
But you have had a conversation with Sam, or is he just one of the text guys that you reached out to?
No, we've been able to speak and have conversation.
Okay, look, because I understand that, look, he is just an aces person. I don't know if you're aware, but when he signed with the Jets, the first thing he did before his press conference was to visit a children's hospital. I mean, he could not be more of a stand-up, wonderful human, but there's so many questions about his future. And so currently right now, is he the quarterback of the New York Jets starting 2021, Robert Saleh?
I've got this belief that, when you're here, you're going to get all of us. And so we're going to approach Sam that way. And he's, like I said, he's got an unbelievable amount of arm talent and all the different things I just talked about. But in fairness to the process, it's the same thing, and it's every position on this roster. Mm-hmm. We're just starting to dive into tape. The coaches are still showing up. We're still trying to figure out where people fit within the scheme that we have and what whether there needs to be some position changes or modifications or whatever we're looking for. There's an entire process that we have to go through, so we don't make just rash emotional decisions. But I will go on record tell everyone that Sam is capable of being a starter in this league, and he is capable of playing at a high level, and his talent shows it on tape when you watch it.
Okay. So before I let you go, all gas, no brakes, right? Is that what I need to figure out myself? Is that what it is?
All gas, no brake.
Oh, no brake. No brake.
There you go.
No singular brake. Okay.
No singular.
Okay, so all gas, no brake. And that is in regards to just
Life.
The general sense of everything.
It's life. It's how you wake up in the morning to prepare for your day. It's how you approach work. It's how you approach your meetings. It's how you approach practice. It's how you approach people. It's how you approach being a husband, wife, father, daughter, son. It's just life. And waking up in the morning, stepping on the gas, and pursuing every which way you can to be better when you go to sleep than when you woke up.
Okay.
And that's the mindset.
How many hands on the wheel, Coach? I want to get. How many hands do we have on the wheel? Both.
2 hands on the wheel, because that son of a gun better be going fast.
Okay, that's a good one. I like that. And then your hands free if you have to call somebody. Obviously, keep your eyes on the road. How excited should I be? You tell me. Come on now. Let's. On behalf of every Jet fan, my God, do we hope that this works out for you and everybody. Mooch tells me you're from the Northern Michigan. You're gonna love them. I mean, I hear all that stuff. So, how excited should I be, Robert?
You know what? I believe everybody, and I really believe this with every fiber in my body, and it includes fans, has a part of the success and failure of an organization. And so I encourage everyone to dive in head first and come on for the ride and be supportive and enjoy this ride, because there is no doubt in my mind that one day we will win championships. I'm not going to put a time on it, but this organization will win championships, especially when you talk to the people with regards to Christopher Johnson, Joe Douglas, and Jaime. This organization is going to win, and it's going to be a great ride. That was very Namath-like, Coach. I got to be honest with you. Have you chatted with Joe? Has Joe reached out? Have you chatted with Joe yet? I haven't. I can't wait. I can't wait to meet him in person. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Do you have a fur coat?
I don't even have a coat. I got to go buy one.
That's right. You're not in California anymore, man.
I've been in Jacksonville, Houston, California. I have no coat. I got to get a coat.
Oh my gosh. But one last thing, because I know our time is almost up here. Do you have a system in place of somebody who's going to let you know when to challenge or not? I'm an expert at this sort of thing. This is my area of expertise. Do you have somebody set up that is looking down at the field, that has the actual DVR in front of that person to know when to challenge and when to not? That is truly one of the most challenging things you're going to have to deal with now as the HC of the NYJ. Do you have a system like that set up?
We will. We are in the process of looking for a game manager, in terms of someone in the box to handle that stuff, to keep us on top of analytics and giving us all the information we need to make the best decisions possible. Okay. Well, if you need any audio visual help, that you said that everybody's chipping in. Just you have my number now. Is basically what I'm saying. If you want to take a pay cut, I'll take you. I don't know. I see Mr. Johnson's bottom line, sir. We might be able to shake a few couch cushions free. That's all I'm saying. But, that's for a different day, I guess. Thanks for the call, Coach. Congrats on thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Can't wait to meet you all in person. Right back at you. That is Robert Saleh, everybody, the new head coach of the New York Jets. You're on the Rich Eisen Show. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.